steps for losers, man.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
So people, Iron Maiden is playing here tomorrow night, so they may start kicking you out of your actual media seating out there fairly quickly. I would go check your stuff once this is over and then move into the media dining room to continue work.
Yes.
There's a media table set up, on the other side of the bleachers. And then what he said, and you may stay in here as well. And if you need to know anything about Iron Maiden, I'll be answering questions.
What am I about to say?
Chelsea or Kelsey, this is for either of you. Becky Hammon said pregame that she was waiting for the Aces to have a performance where at least three of her guards were all clicking on all cylinders. And tonight seemed like that night. What was it about this game that created the circumstances for that to happen?
Man, we was waiting on that too. You know, defensively, we were just so locked in. Defensively, rebounding, we were intentional on that end of the floor. And when we're able to do that and we hold a team like that to 6 points in a third quarter, like they have scores over there. And so to be able to do that was key. And then offensively, when we're able to get that and then run our fast breaks and secondary options, it's not even just about like wide open layups, like they're on their heels going into our secondary action and crossing half court. So when we're able to get stops and go downhill, really, really tough.
For either of you, the defensive identity, the defensive mindset has been kind of a big talking point throughout the season for you guys, in the team, stuff like that. But, in this game, you guys really, showed out, limiting that. Is that the defensive mentality that you guys have been, really waiting for, working for all season, so?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that they wanted to get into the paint. They were killing us inside, whether it was layups, post-ups, O-boards. And so we knew coming into this game that was going to be our starting point, not on the offensive end. We don't want to play with each other and move our bodies, move the basketball, but we take care of that end when we kind of live with the result on the offensive end.
You just go eat the whole time. Hi, Kelsey. I'll make her talk, Chelsea. Becky has talked a lot this season about the Aces lacking an edge. You seem to have an edge all the time. And if you're not getting it from the crowd, you can create one yourself. Do you agree with that? Like, have you taken that personally when Becky has said that? And how important is that edge for you?
Sorry, I was like so hungry. Yeah, I play hard all the time. Sometimes maybe I can get sped up a little bit, or maybe I try to be too aggressive and it doesn't go my way. But also sometimes like willpower does go my way, so it's like this healthy balance. And I'm probably gonna balance that my entire career. It's just kind of how it is. I've accepted that. But yeah, I mean, game 2, it got a little out of hand. And like I don't think it was anything other than lack of execution. But I mean, for me personally, like I don't think there's a question that I play hard. So I was asked a lot of questions today in media, and to be honest, I was like, yo, like just because you lose doesn't mean you didn't play hard, you don't have an edge, sometimes like it's the way the cookie crumbles. And even tonight, like we were very physical in New York. They called it in New York, then now we're in the bonus with 7 minutes left in the second quarter or something like that. It changes the format of the game, but like it's just sometimes it goes that way. That's basketball. That's why we all love the game. So yeah, I thought, no offense, like that didn't apply to me, no offense.
Okay. I think we also have our edge, for sure.
For either of you to be able to go on a 16-0 run in the third quarter, not just have this win, but to go up by as many as 25. Do you feel like this was a statement, or do you feel like this series has changed just by the way you were able to win so comfortably?
No. The minute you get comfortable, that's when you're exposed. I think you just go one game at a time. We executed this game, we executed 4 quarters, and so we start all over again on Sunday. We're still down 2-1. We haven't done anything. No game is won here tonight. So no, we're just focused on the next one.
Chelsea, Becky had said between games 1 and 2 that she had a direct and kind of frank conversation with you. Are you willing to share what that was now? And were there any more kind of direct conversations between 2 and 3?
I'll tell you after the series. How about that?
Hey.
Let's just talk about you. And then,
Oh, boy.
No, they said that, you said that I didn't have an edge or something?
not you.
Oh, well, that's
Just
what
we didn't-
Lindsay said.
I said the team.
Oh.
Bad listening.
I said,
That's why you went on.
yeah. That's why I thought it was me, I'm sorry.
You're razor sharp.
That's what I was saying, I was like, I'm too edgy.
You see, it's there, it's there.
You said what? No, wait, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, we said, do you want to re-answer the question now that you know the?
No.
By the way, I've also said we found our edge. 10, 12 games ago. We did. You guys have been good?
Next question.
Please.
Right here in the middle.
For any of you, I just want you to know what changed in the third quarter that allowed you to open it up and go on that run? And then also, what were you able to do tonight where Sabrina was able to be contained the way that she was?
Well, I think our attention to detail defensively was super sharp. AC was great. Asia was able to get it in the passing lanes. And not making it look so easy. Like they're gonna score the basketball, they're a good team, but you wanna make them take tough looks. And it was the same with Sabrina, like we were just attentive to detail, coming off the pick and roll, making sure she's not comfortable. And it all starts in the defensive end so we can flow into our offense a little bit better.
Yeah, this is for Coach Hammon. It's been a tough matchup, obviously, with New York for you guys. Did you come into this game up? I know it's an elimination game, but also just feeling like, hey, we want to show we can play a lot better against this team.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, sometimes I come in and I say good news, bad news, sometimes the bad news is we played like crap, but the good news is we only lost by 2 or whatever. And we know we can play better. And I think, I agree with Chelsea, just the attention to detail. Our guards offensively, just making all the right reads. I thought they had a really hard time keeping Tip and KP in front of them tonight, and that always is beneficial, obviously, for our offense. But it starts on the defensive end, and I just think we were proactive, just stirring it up and just trying to make Sabrina uncomfortable.
Question for any of you, Tiffany Hayes winning 6th Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Just what are you most proud of when you look at her performance this year for you guys?
She's just been incredible. I think her energy on and off the court, in the locker room, she's someone that's a gamer. You love to play with gamers, right? That just go in and just make things happen. She's always just making something happen, offensively, defensively, changing the pace of the game, just the intensity. And we're super grateful to have her. We're super grateful that she came out of retirement. And just, kudos to her. How many people could retire and then decide, I'm gonna come back and then go out and perform the way she's performed in, win that award. So it's just mass respect, and she's gonna be a big part of what we do moving forward.
And just to piggyback off that, like off the court, like when you invite somebody in your locker room, especially we had already started games, you want good people. And she's one of the best people. And so when you have that, and we've cultivated kind of that culture here in Vegas, and so we're very particular of who's in our locker room. And adding Tiffany is just seamless, and so she's been great and a joy to be around. She fits right in. She's goofy just like the rest of us, so we just love having her around. Really, really good person.
But you look like you sent multiple defenders at Sabrina and just basically tried to keep the ball out of her hands. Was that kind of the game plan going in?
We were just trying to not let her get downhill at us. And like I said, actually the game plan, Plum taught me some stuff yesterday, and I was like, I'd seen it, but I never really had a name for it. And when she explained, I was like, yep, I like it. So that's what we did. So kudos to Plum.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, you came up with it.
I know, but I mean, I got a compliment.
There it is.
Do we have any other questions for the players before we let them go? No. Thank you very much, ladies.
Stats for losers, man. And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't X Rashad question.
Hey, Rashad.